Hi there, Goodnotes has recently released a new version, Goodnotes 6. It has a brand new UI and some new features, but actually it was pretty much like Goodnotes 5. In this tutorial, I'll walk you through the basics, important features, and some tips and tricks of Goodnotes 6 with examples. If you're a beginner, after watching this tutorial, you'll get a hang of how to better use the app. If you're an experienced user, check out the tips and tricks that might be something you're looking for. Simply go to the description where you'll find the outline of this tutorial. Here's the home screen of Goodnotes 6 when you first open it. This is where you'll organize your files in Goodnotes. I'll get into the details of how to do so later on. Now let's create a new notebook using the plus button here. Let's name this notebook My Projects. On the left side, we can change the cover here where you can see there are lots of covers to choose from. Or you can leave it no cover if you like. Also, you can customize the cover by clicking the color here and click Customize Template. Let's change the background color to a bit pinkish and the ribbon color to brown. I'll name this cover Pink. Right next to the cover button, there's a paper button where you can choose the note template you like for your notebook. Also, we can customize the paper style here. It was similar to how we customized the cover as we just did. We can change the paper size and the orientation as well. Okay, let's click Create to create a notebook. Now let's go back to the home screen of Goodnotes and create a folder. You can customize the folder by changing the color here. And you can even assign an icon to it if you like. Okay, let's drag the My Project notebook into this folder. As you can see under the plus button, we can import image, scan documents, etc. Study set is a new feature that is similar to a real-life deck of flashcards. So you have a question card where you can type in your question or add a picture of the question. And you will have an answer card where you can type in the answer or add a picture of the answer. Now I'm going to import a few documents as examples for the purpose of this tutorial. There are a number of ways you can import files to Goodnotes. First, I'll use the Import button to import a Project Planner PDF. As you can see on the sidebar, you can import files from your cloud storage app such as Google Drive, Dropbox. If you can't find them here, you can click the three dots button here and you can turn on the app here. I'm going to import this Project Planner from my iPad Downloads folder. Now I'll show you another way to import files. So I'll go to the Files app, Downloads folder, where I previously downloaded a few files here. And I'm gonna import this digital planner file to Goodnotes. You can either click the Goodnotes app icon or scroll down and click Open in Goodnotes. If these options aren't available to you, you can find it here. So I'm going to import this file to the tutorials folder I just created. Okay, now we have three files open in Goodnotes. You can toggle between the tabs to see the file, and you can click the cross button to close a file. You can click the left arrow to go back to the main screen. You can also open the file in new window like so. This is very helpful when you need to work on two files at the same time. Okay, let's get to the toolbar. First, I'd like you to look at this pen icon at the top center. It's the handwriting mode. You can click the pen icon on and off to show through the toolbar. If you have a PDF that is hyperlinked like this digital planner, in order to make the links work, make sure the read mode is on. Okay, let's turn on the write mode to have the toolbar back. Here's the pen tool. There are 3 pen styles: fountain pen, ball pen, and brush pen. You can change the tip sharpness and pressure sensitivity. On the other side here, we can customize 3 pen sizes, so you can go from the thinnest to the thickest. And we can customize our pen colors here. By default, you have 3 main colors, which are the ones you use a lot. You can add more if you like. Okay, I'm going to show you how to customize your color palette. So this is my color palette. You can change the default color by clicking Edit here. You can change the color here or from the color wheel, or if you know the hex code of the color, you can change it right here. And you can remove color as well. You can also add new colors by clicking this button. The Custom tab comes very handy if you constantly need to change your pen color, but you don't necessarily want to save these colors to your color palette. For example, I want to write a rainbow title. The History tab makes it easy to access what colors you have recently used. Okay, let's move to the eraser tool. So we have 3 sizes for our eraser tool. There are 3 eraser styles for us to choose from. The standard eraser does like this. The precision eraser will just erase exactly the bit you want to. And the stroke eraser will erase the whole thing. If we turn on the erase highlighter only, it will just erase the highlighted bit. If we turn on the auto deselect, every time we use the eraser, it will automatically go back to the tool you previously used. One thing I want to point out here is that with Goodnotes 6, you can use the pen tool to scribble to erase notes, just like we crossed out mistakes with the pencil. So simply scribble over the notes you want to erase. This is not just words on words, but also on shapes and highlighters as well. If you just want to erase words only, you can go to pen gestures and turn off erase shapes and highlighters. Well, for whatever reasons, if you don't want this feature, like when you do doodling, you can tap the pen tool to disable it here. Next is the highlighter tool. So by default, it always draws straight line. You can turn this option off if you like. Let's move to the shape tool. You can easily draw perfect shapes with this tool. The snap to other shapes is very handy when you need to draw lines or curves with their endpoints connected to one another. If you want to draw shapes without fill color, you can turn this option off. Actually, we can use the pen tool to draw perfect shapes as well. The differences is you need to hold the pen tip to draw a perfect shape. Here's the trick. If you want to draw a shape without the outline, simply undo it. Okay, let's talk about the Lasso tool, which I think is the fundamental tool that makes digital note-taking different from traditional paper note-taking. With the Lasso tool, you can move your notes wherever you like. You can copy and paste your notes. You can delete, resize, change the color. Arrange is for when you have two objects and you want to bring one on top of the other. For example, here I have a sticky note which I want to put behind the task as a background, whatever, for decoration purpose. And the take screenshot feature means it takes a screenshot of the selected area. For example, I want to share this project timeline to someone. I can just airdrop it to their Apple device. I can copy it and paste it to other notebooks as well. You can resize it if you like. For add element, I'll get into it right after this. Convert is for when you need to convert your handwriting notes to text. One thing I want to mention here is that with Goodnotes 6, you can use the pen tool to select notes. Here's how it works. Circle the notes you want to select like you do with the Lasso tool. Tap and hold on the circle. It will turn into a lasso, and you can move or resize like you would with the Lasso tool. I personally don't find this very helpful because I tend to use a thinner pen size, which makes it hard to tap right on the circle. The next tool is the Elements tool. This tool allows us to save stickers, which are essentially pictures or notes that we frequently use for easy access. As you can see, it already comes with a bunch of stickers. You can add your own stickers. For example, I created these stickers and have them in my Files app, and I want to import them to the Elements. So what I need to do is save these stickers to the Photos app and go back to Goodnotes and create a collection there. Add photos, select all of them, add, create. Now the sticker collection pops up as the first collection here. Well, you can drag it around to rearrange it. You can click and hold it to edit, share, and delete. The clock icon at the beginning are the stickers you recently used. A trick for the Elements tool is when you have notes that goes into your notebook over and over again, you can actually save it in Elements, so it's very handy when you need it. With Elements, we can even split the screen by clicking this icon at the top right corner. Then you can drag the sticker to the notebook like so. The next tool is the Image tool. Simply click anywhere of the document and choose the picture you want to add in. Or you can take a photo and add it, or just browse the pictures here and click to add it. You can also resize the image if you like. Okay, let's move to the Text tool. You can customize the font style, font size, paragraph style, font color, and text box style. I'll show you how it works. Well, if you've set up a font style that you want to keep, you can save it as default here. Then this current text style will automatically pull up every time. You can also change the text style in the keyboard. For text, we can even add an external link to it. Okay, now I want to go back to the Lasso tool to finish up the setting bit. As you can see, we can choose what type of notes we want to pick up. For example, if I turn the handwriting off, now it only picks up the sticker. If I turn images off, now it won't pick up the sticker. So this comes very handy when you are working on notes with pictures. Okay, now I want to show you the zoom window tool. This tool is very helpful if you are trying to write very neatly. The last tool is the laser pointer. It comes in two styles, dot and trail. This tool is very helpful when you are doing a presentation. When you want to highlight something to your audience, let's say I am presenting this project planner to you and I want you now to look at task B, but I don't want to leave a permanent mark here, so I can just use the laser pointer like so. Okay, now let's get to the typing mode. It's different from the text tool we just touched on. It essentially allows you to type on the full page. It works very well when you type on the default rule paper of Goodnotes. Your notes will be well lined up like so. The last icon we've got here is the audio recording. This is very helpful if you're on a lecture and you need to record what the teacher says, or you are on a meeting and you want to record whatever you think is important. Once you are done, just click this icon and you can play the recording here. You can view all your recordings here and you can delete it like so. Okay, we're done with that toolbar. Let's get to the navigation bar. Let's start with the three dots at the top right corner. Let's say I want to organize all my projects in the My Projects notebook that I created at the beginning. So I'm going to copy this page and go to the first page of my projects and click the plus icon and paste page. As you can see, you can paste before or after this current page, or paste as the last page. Notice the four little square icon at the top left corner. You can also paste the page here as well. Okay, I'm going to clear the page to make a few more copies. Now I have 3 projects and each had a note page after it. I'm going to index all these projects so it's easy for me to find them. Let's go to the first project, add this page to outline, give it a title, add. Let's do the same for the other 2 projects. Now, let's go to outlines. You'll see now we can quickly access these pages here. You can delete or rename the title, so the outline serves as the index of your document. And every time you click the 4 little square, it will automatically pull up the Outlines tab. This feature is very helpful when you're dealing with a document with hundreds of pages and you want to organize it to make it easy to navigate. Okay, now let's look at rotate this page option, which just does what it says. Add this page to outline we just touched on. Change template. With this option, you can change your current page to a different template. So it basically just changes the background of the page. It will leave everything else the same. For example, I have some notes on this lined page and I want to change it to squared page. My notes are still there. Bear in mind, if you change your own template or any templates you downloaded online to the Goodnotes built-in template, there's no undo for it. You can't change back. Go to page is quickly jump to a specific page. Clear page, just delete everything on your current page. Move page to trash will delete your current page. One thing I want to mention here is that if you accidentally delete a page, you can actually recover it by going to Settings, Trash Bin, Recover. Scrolling direction. If we change it to vertical, we can keep scrolling like this. I think this is easier if you're working on a large document rather than swiping left. Stylus and pound rejection, document editing. I'll get into these in settings later on. Okay, let's get to the import button. So these are all the Goodnotes templates. The first one is always the current template. It will just add a page that is exactly the same as the one you're on. The next few templates are the ones you recently added. You can add a new template from More from Templates. It will become the first option here. You can add an image into your document, or you can scan a document and add it into your document, or you can take a photo and add in, or you can import a whole document into your current document. Okay, here's the bookmark icon. You can bookmark any page of your document, and all those bookmark pages will pop up here under the Favorite tab. You can also see these pages in the Favorites folder here. Well, you can also bookmark or unbookmark a page from the 4 little square. This is the export icon where we can export the current page or the whole document. We can share the document with others by enabling Share Link to collaborate. Then we click Send Link, airdrop or message the link to whoever you want to share the link with, or you can copy the link. So anyone who got the link can open the link and see the document in their Goodnotes. You can turn this button off to unshare it. or you can unshare it here. Okay, let's get to the 4 little square icon, which we've already known that we can see all the pages of the current document, those favorite pages, and those pages with quick links under outlines. There's so much we can organize our document here. So we can duplicate the selected page or move it to another folder or move it to another document. And we can add page to outline, which I previously have touched on, and we can export it as a PDF, image, or Goodnotes format. We can open this page in new window. And we can delete pages here as well. If we click select, we can also work on multiple pages with these options. You can drag a page to a different location of the document like so. The search icon allows us to quickly search notes in the current document. It can recognize both handwritten notes and text. It will jump right to the page with the search notes in. Okay, this is pretty much you need to know how to edit and organize a document with Goodnotes 6. Now let's get to the main screen of Goodnotes where you can see a few tabs on the sidebar. You can click here to hide the sidebar. Under the Documents tab is where you organize your files. As you can see, I've got a bunch of folders here. You can rearrange your folders by date, name, or file type. Also, you can have your folders and files in this view by clicking this icon. To edit the folder, you can click the down arrow and now you can rename the folder, change the color of the folder, assign an icon to it. And you can move it to a different location. Open a new window. Export the whole folder to a zip file that includes all the individual documents in the folder, or delete it. There are different ways you can organize your folders. You can drag a file into a folder, and you can drag it back into the previous folder like so. You can drag a folder into another folder as well. Also, if you click the tick icon at the top right, you can select multiple files and do export, duplicate, move, delete with them. At the top left corner, you can select all or deselect all. Notice the star icon at the top right corner of every folder and document. If I were to click it, it will show up under the Favorite tab. As you can see, the page I bookmarked in the My Projects document will show up here as well. You can filter what you want to see here by clicking this icon. This is very helpful if you're looking for a document or a particular page. Here we have the Search tab where you can search your documents, notes, either handwritten or text. They're both searchable, and you can even search the text in the document, not the ones you typed in, so it's quite a powerful search tool. Okay, now I'd like to get into the share feature of Goodnotes 6. The first time you open Goodnotes 6, after you sign up with your Apple ID, it automatically enables the iCloud sync. So you should be all set to sync your Goodnotes documents on all your Apple devices. If this is not the case for you, what you need to do is to make sure you are signed into the same Apple ID on all your Apple devices. Then you go to Settings, iCloud, turn on iCloud Drive, and click Show All, and make sure Goodnotes is turned on here. Then go back to Goodnotes, click the gear icon, Cloud and Backup. Make sure use iCloud to sync documents is turned on. Make sure you do this on all your Apple devices. If you've done all of this but it's still not working, you can try to restart your iPad, or you might have to try to delete Goodnotes and re-download it. Okay, we shared the document earlier, and we can see it in the shared folder here. So any documents you shared with others, you can see them here. And you can filter the files by these options, which will help you quickly find the files you are looking for. Well, if anyone who has access to the documents you shared doing some editing or commenting on your shared document, you'll be notified of the changes here. Marketplace is where you can purchase planners, stickers, templates, etc. I'm not getting into details here. You can explore it yourself. Okay, let's get to our last part, settings. From the gear icon, we can customize our notebook templates here. We can set a default template for our new notebooks here. Let's say this is what I want my default notebook looks like. Now every time I create a new notebook, it will always pull up the notebook setup I just made. Let's go back to the notebook templates. You can import your own templates if you like. For example, I'm going to import the project planner as my Word template. Let's click Edit here. Let's create a group called Work. And let's import the project planner. Now we can create a notebook with the project planner as the page template. Here's another trick. You can keep pulling to add new pages like so. And as you can see, the added new pages are all project planner. Now let's quickly look at the settings. I personally leave it as default. I'll go through those that I think you may want to know. Automatic screen lock means if you turn it off, your screen will stay on as long as you are on Goodnotes. Status bar. If you turn this off, the status bar will disappear when you're working on a document. Put to add page. If you turn this off, you can't put to add a new page. Show page number. If you turn this off, you won't see the page number here. Tool position. If you select bottom, the toolbar will come down here, which I found kind of weird. Scrolling direction. As I mentioned before, if you choose vertical, you'll scroll down your document instead of swiping left. Auto advanced. When it's turned on, it lets you write continuously in the zoom window. As soon as you cross the middle of the zoom window, a blue area will appear on the left side of the window. For image and text box, automatically open new imported documents. Open documents as new tabs. I would suggest leaving them on by default. Stylus and palm rejection. You can change the writing posture here to what works best for you. You can change the sensitivities as well. Writing aids. So the spell check feature is turned on by default. If you have misspelled something, you will see a red dotted line underneath the word. Tap the word and you'll see a few suggested words for you to correct your spelling. But I personally find it quite distracting, so I disabled it. Troubleshooting. If you've deleted some notebook templates that you want them back, you can restore default templates to bring them back here. Downgrade. you can switch back to Goodnotes 5 here. Manual backup documents. If you click Backup now, it will start exporting all your files in Goodnotes into a zip file that you can upload it to your Google Drive or save it to your computer for backup. So this is very helpful if you have to delete and re-download your Goodnotes for whatever reason. You can back up all the files and export them back into your Goodnotes. Automatic backup. If you turn this on, you can have your files automatically back up in your cloud storage app. Okay, this is quite a comprehensive tutorial. There are some new features of Goodnotes 6 I haven't touched on, but you can check out this video, Goodnotes 6 new features, for details. Thank you for sticking with me to the end. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If I missed something about the app, feel free to leave a comment. Oh, don't forget to give us a like if you like the tutorial. Thank you so much.